Expelliarmus. Oh, I don't know if this is gonna be loud. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Hi YouTube, my name is Eileen and today I'm going to be sharing 15 moving tips with you. I did not come up with any of these, but I have seen them and I wanted to gather them here for you. I've curated them all in one spot for you to watch today. Let's get into it. My first moving tip is pack early, but not too early. So as we were gearing up to go look for houses, I was really excited and I really wanted to get packing because I'm super excited to move into a house and out of an apartment. But I forced myself to hold off until we had an offer accepted. But as soon as that offer was accepted, I started packing things up. This is going to give you approximately a month, so you don't want to go crazy and pack up the whole house. But that gives you a whole month to get things ready. Moving tip number 2, make a packing plan. So making a plan is going to do a couple of things. It's going to relieve a lot of stress, and also it's going to help you organize your packing so you're not just putting things in a box because they're set next to each other, but that it actually makes sense. With the early things I packed, I actually did my books first. So my bookshelves are completely packed up. There's actually like a giant pile of boxes right here, and it's all my books. The next things I packed, seasonal decor, seasonal clothing. It's spring now, so I packed up most of the winter stuff. I left out a few jackets because, I mean, let's be honest, I live in Idaho and it's May, but it snowed last night, so that's the sort of thing that happens here. So as you're packing, you're going to want to work it down throughout that month, so that by that last week, you only have out things that you might pack if you were going on like a vacation. You'll want like your clothes, your toiletries, that sort of stuff, but you don't need all of it that last week. So that's sort of your goal, is to work it down. It helps to write it out in a planner. For me at least, I'm very much a planner person. I like to write things out. I like to see my to-do list for each day, and that I find that really helpful, and I hope that you can too. It helps me not to overpack right away so that I'm not packing up things that I'm still gonna need throughout the month, and that way I'm not feeling overwhelmed either. When you're making that plan, don't forget to leave time to clean things, especially if you're in a rental and you want to get that deposit back. You'll want to make sure to give yourself enough time to get everything cleaned, and that for a true deep clean like that, that can take a day or two to get everything completely deep cleaned. So you want to give yourself time for that. Add that into your plan. Eat out those nights. Sleep on your air mattress or whatever, so that everything can be packed up while you're cleaning. The important thing to remember with this is baby steps. My mom always said, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So you just want to take a bite out of the packing and moving stuff every single day, so that by the end of that month, it's finished and you don't have to worry about it anymore. The other thing that you'll need in your plan is who's helping you. Are there people helping you move things into a truck? Are there people helping you clean? Are there people helping you move things out of the truck? My toddler's awake now. Speaking of which, do you have someone to help watch your kid while you're taking care of stuff on the moving days? Do you have someone, maybe you have multiple vehicles and so you need a driver for the truck as well, or someone to drive your car while you drive the truck. I don't know. It depends on your situation, but yeah, those are things that you want to plan for and make sure that you have figured out before the day of. My next tip is to have a moving basket. This is where you're going to put all of your packing things, and you'll want to make this at the start of the month. For mine, I have stickers, I have tape, and I'll get into the stickers a little bit later in this list. I have packing paper, I have labels, I have just all those sorts of things. You want to have that ready so that each day when you pack a little bit, you just grab your basket and you go to work for like an hour of packing, or maybe less. A lot of times it's less. And then you're done, and it's easy to figure out. Having your basket makes that accessible, and then you can also just put it away so your kid doesn't get into it if you have a kid. I have a kid, so I'm gonna go forth with the assumption of children in this video because that's what I'm working around, is a toddler who loves to get into everything. Okay, the next tip is reduce, reuse, recycle. Yes. Before you pack, or even before you get your house, you might be looking for boxes, and this is a good thing to stock up on before you're even ready to pack, before you while you're house hunting. Also be box hunting. You can find used boxes on Facebook Marketplace. You could call a business and ask what day they get shipments in, and they might have boxes to give you. If you find someone on Marketplace that just moved in and they have unpacked their boxes, take those boxes, because that's going to be less waste going to a landfill, and you can also give them away when you are done with them. But that's going to make it a lot easier, and it's less expensive. Moving and buying a house, or even getting an apartment in a different area, any of that is going to be costly. And so this is one cost that you can take off your list, because I guarantee there's already enough boxes in the world. We don't need to make more. All right, the next one I want to share goes along with that. If you have plastic bins or plastic drawers, use them. If your stuff is already in there, that's easy to carry. If you have empty ones stacked up, unstack them, find those lids, and use them. I know a lot of places, a lot of movers will say, don't use your plastic bins. Well, guess what? They're the ones trying to sell you the boxes. They're the ones trying to get you to spend $100 to $200 on cardboard. Why do you think they don't want you to use your plastic bins? It's not just because of the stacking uniform. It's because they profit off of you not using that. Okay. The other thing is those plastic drawers. They're really good if you already keep your stuff in there. Just lift from the bottom, not from the middle, or else they'll fall apart, obviously. And those are really easy to move things in as well. Okay, my next piece of advice here, I've lost track of what number we are on because I did not number these, is use a labeling system that makes sense. If you're reusing boxes like we've talked about, they might have previous labels, previous marker on them that says that they're different things. And you don't want to try and match your stuff to a labeling system on boxes of someone else's home, because it's not your home. What I did is I found these 4x6 label stickers on Amazon, and I ordered them so that I can stick them on, and then when we're moving, the people who are helping us move in, I can see that sticker right away. I can say that's the label that matters, and that makes it really easy. The other thing is I got fragile stickers, and they're smaller, so I can stick them on that white sticker. And I also got these dot stickers. There weren't enough different colors of dots for each room in our new home, so I also included some smiley faces. And I put this map together. I just hand drew it. It's not exactly right, but it gets the general idea of that house. And I have a sticker for each room, so that while we're getting help unpacking, I can kind of be the overseer of that. I can say, oh, blue smiley face, that'll go in the nursery. Pink smiley face, that'll go in the master. Green sticker, that goes in the kitchen. Whatever. And then that makes it easier, and my stuff is already in the place where I want it to be when I'm ready to unpack it. These stickers, the dot and smiley face stickers, I just got them at Dollar Tree. Okay, the next tip. On the last day, Keep a laundry basket out to put your cleaning supplies in, because having all those loose cleaning supplies is going to be chaotic, and you need to have a way to carry them when you're ready to walk out your door for the last time. Have a laundry basket for all of your cleaning supplies to be placed into. Not only will this make it easy to carry the basket out, but it'll be easy to find all of the things that you're looking for while you're cleaning. My next tip is get a hand truck. This could be different based on your moving situation, but for us at least, we're currently in an apartment complex and our front door faces the opposite way from our parking lot, and we have to go around the building. Carrying all those boxes over and over on that route would be exhausting. The other thing is that your health and safety are more important than any object you own. There is no need to hurt your knees and hurt your back. Your health is important. Your safety is important. Also, you don't need to be macho. Nobody cares. If you're like,
oh, I gotta carry this because I'm the strongest person here.
No, I'm sorry. You need a mental health check. You don't need to be macho. You need to be healthy. And you need a spine. Having a spine, like physical working spine, that's more important than being macho. And don't forget, you're worth it. You're worth getting a hand truck for. You're worth getting a pulley cart for, whatever it is that helps you. Looking for a hand truck that is new can get really pricey really fast, but there's always some on Facebook Marketplace or other, someone's always getting rid of a hand truck. If you look around, you'll find it, I guarantee. I found this one on Facebook Marketplace, and I'm excited to be able to use it so that we don't exhaust ourselves doing tasks that can be easier. Work smarter, not harder. The next tip is don't undo your current clothing organization to pack it. If you have a drawer, you can take that drawer out and plastic wrap around it or put the items in grocery sacks, however they won't fall out easier, and then carry the drawers out to the truck and put them back in the frame of the dresser in the truck. You don't need to take your clothes out of drawers. Make it so they won't fall out everywhere, but other than that, that's good. And then for the hanging items in your closet, you can take a trash bag, you'll want a larger one, and you're gonna pull it up around a group of hangers and then pull it tight and tie it around the top of that group of hangers. And then you're not gonna lose anything there. Even if the clothing falls off the hanger, it'll be in the bag, and you can hang it right up in your new closet when you move in. A couple important things before you do this to remember are to do all of your laundry beforehand so that everything is organized. You don't want to wrap all your closet items in those bags and then have 4 more closet items that were in the dirty laundry. This way, you'll make sure you've got everything where you want it, how you want it. The other thing that you'll want to remember is to leave out the clothing items that you still need. This will be a lot like packing for a vacation. You might want to put these clothing items in a backpack or a duffel or a suitcase, depending on how many days it's taking you to move. That includes cleaning time after you've packed the truck. If that feels overwhelming, maybe you have a large family or just a lot of clothes, then you can do it person by person. I packed all my closet items first a couple days ago, and I'm going to pack my husband's closet items tomorrow, and I'm going to pack my baby's closet items a few days from now. That way I can make sure all the laundry is clean for each person, and I'm not going to miss anything, and I don't have to do all of it at one time. The next moving tip is to wrap long items together. We all have those really awkward items that are just long, tall, they don't fit in boxes. Maybe they're umbrellas, maybe they are cosplay staffs, maybe they are outdoor decoration. I don't know, maybe they're crutches from a previous injury that you don't want to get rid of in case that knee problem acts up again. I don't know. For this, you'll want to use either plastic wrap or fabric. You'll lay the material out, long ways, and then you're going to place these long items perpendicular to that next to each other and just wrap them up. And as you wrap them up, it'll become like a big scroll of stuff. And that way you'll be able to move them all at once instead of having them flop out of boxes or having them all separate. It'll just be easier to move them that way as one item and one unit. This is one area where I don't feel like you need to sort it by any other category, just long items. Leave your broom and mop out of that because you're going to need them to clean before you leave. The next one, it feels obvious to me, but these are my tips. Pack all your heavy items in small boxes. Your dishes, the weight adds up quickly. Your books, your library, the weight adds up extremely early. It is better to move these in lots of small boxes than trying to do it in one, because you will reach a point where that box is unliftable. Those books are made from trees. Those plates are made from heavy materials. They are going to take, the one on its own doesn't weigh enough, put them all together, and it gets heavy. It is better to use multiple little boxes for heavy items. Speaking of dishes, my next tip is to use styrofoam plates between your dishes while you're packing. This is another one I saw on Pinterest, and instead of wrapping each plate in bubble wrap, what you can do is put a plate down, put a styrofoam plate down, ceramic, styrofoam, and make that stack. It's a pattern. You practiced this in kindergarten. And once you have them all stacked together, that styrofoam's going to keep them safe, but then wrap it in something to hold it. The next moving tip is that some things should not go in the moving truck. Your food should not go in the moving truck. Maybe to move your food, you've got a cooler with ice in it, or a laundry basket for pantry items, or even reusable grocery bags to hold things, or maybe reusable grocery bags in a laundry basket because it's easier to carry. Other things that shouldn't go in the moving truck are your technology. You don't want, unless you have the original packaging for your stuff, you don't want your screens, your computers, your television, you don't want those in the moving truck. They're awkward to pack, and it's just better if you can make sure that those receive a little extra care. Pack those in your car. The other thing that should not go in your moving truck is super duper fragile things or a box that doesn't close. So I have one box in all of the stuff I'm moving that's not going to close. And it is because it's got a bunch of odd-shaped picture frames in it, clocks, whatever, all the stuff off the walls, and some of the decor off the entertainment center. And that box I'm just going to be transferring in my car because that'll be easier than trying to find a box that fits all these weird things. The next moving tip is don't pack trash. If you don't like it, if you don't want to keep it, get rid of it. You can sell items, you can donate items, you can give items away to people who need them. If you have something that you don't want, don't pack it. That's a waste of your time, that's a waste of space. And time and space when you're packing is your most important assets. You need to make sure there is room in your vehicles. You need to make sure that you are not wasting your time packing things that you're not going to keep, that you're then going to unpack and toss away. For us, as soon as I packed up my books, which, like I said, were the very first things I packed up, I sold the bookshelves. They don't make sense in the new space that we're going to have, and we really, 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 really want to upgrade. So, yeah, we sold our bookshelves the day after our offer was accepted. Right here, I have a box of things that I am not going to keep, and I'm not donating these as I find them while packing, but I'm putting them all in one open box. I'm not closing it. And I labeled it DI, which is our local thrift store, so that at the end of this, I can just take one trip, drop it off, and be done with it. tip number 15 is to reach out and become familiar. You're moving to a new place. Maybe you don't know anyone there. I certainly don't know anyone where we're moving. But I've been reaching out. I joined a couple of different Facebook groups. One was a local moms and wives Facebook group. One was a buy and sell Facebook group. And one was a community page. That helps me feel like I'm in the loop and I know what's going on. Another thing I did is I have kind of searched out what our regular haunts will be. We've found the card and game shop for playing Magic the Gathering and stuff. And as I reached out on the Moms and Wives group, someone invited me to their gym. It's not really my thing, but if it's your thing, that could be a good option. And then also we attend church, so I've reached out to the local church group there, and they're aware that we're coming, and they're even willing to help us move in, which is brilliant. But also that'll give us a chance to get to know them and for them to get to know us. And yeah, it'll just help. The other thing I suggest with this is go on Google Maps and practice getting places on Street View from your new home. Know where the urgent care is, know where the school is, know where the pizza place is, how to get to the grocery store, where the library is, stuff like that. That way you won't feel so new, so lost. That way you won't feel like as much of a noob and you'll feel like you fit in better. Yeah, so let's see, did I leave anything out? No, that's it. I got everything. All right, I hope these tips helped you with your move. If you're not moving and you watched this anyway, I hope you were entertained and you learned some stuff for sometime when or if you do move. Thank you for watching. Feel free to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell so you know when I upload. Thanks for watching. Bye. That's a different thing. Blah, 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 blah. Why do I keep making that noise? I just filmed like 3 tips without the mic on because I went to check on my kid and forgot to put it on. So let's see if I can remember where I picked off before, or where I left off before I forgot to put the mic back on. The baby's crying. You're so handsome. Look at that. You are so handsome. You're a handsome dude. Oh yeah, you're so handsome. You are so smart and clever and handsome and so good at climbing. And you're amazing. You're amazing. You're pretty squirmy too. Do you want to be in my video? Yes, be in the video. Oh yeah. You smile. Smile. No, you can't have it. You can't have it. Okay.